Hi guys, Christos again, back with Cyprus Without Borders. I want to give you a little update on our quest to get this video by Globi Islam banned. Alright, some good points and some bad points to raise. First of all, the good points, and I'm happy by the response that I've had from you guys. And I've had lots of encouragement from you guys, and I've had a few people go on and leave comments of their own, like Sublanik here, dumb fake news page inciting hatred, a minaret damaged by an earthquake, and you want to point fingers. Well, you know where you can stick those fingers. And actually, I've read in other places as well, in some of the other comments, that this mosque had been damaged by an earthquake and it had to be demolished. I assume to be rebuilt. As were several mosques actually in Turkey. Remember, this is in Turkey, not in Greece. And again, we've got some of these like awful comments. May Allah punish these people, would ruin you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to report this comment. Let's have a look. And I'm going to report it as hate speech because it really is hate speech. Okay. And so, why won't it? Hate speech if someone is a media. Okay, it's not letting me. It's not letting me do it. It's not letting me report anything as hate speech. Look at that. How insane is that? Why is that? Why is that? I'm not sure. Okay, maybe it's one that I've already reported. Let's have a look actually. So to look at what I've already reported, go to here and help and support, and it will be in my support inbox. And here are reports about others. And so I explained that I'd reported this video 3 times. Alright, first time was on the 6th of January by Globi Islam, and I'm still waiting for a response on that. I reported it again yesterday as hate speech, and I had a response saying that it doesn't go against their guidelines. So I'm not quite sure what does go against their guidelines. If this doesn't go against their guidelines as hate speech, just by putting the word dirty Greeks in there, then I don't know what does. And I've also reported it as false news. And the very strange thing is, like, it did not appear in my support inbox when I reported it as false news. Let me try that again. I'm going to try again just while we're recording here. Okay. Options. And report video. False news. Done. Next. False news, thanks for letting us know. So that's that done. And let me have a look now in my support inbox and see if it's in there this time. Oops. Again, it's not there. It's not there. So I'm not quite sure why, and I don't get anything back from them. I've reported it as false news and nothing is coming back to me. It is false news because they are trying to make out as if the Greeks are demolishing mosques in Greece when we've already established that that video is in Turkey. So it's definitely fake news. It's definitely inciting hatred, but Facebook seemed to not agree with me for whatever reason. So somebody suggested that I try to report individual comments, and that's what I did. And I was told, I reported 3 comments. I was told I'd hear back within 24 hours. It's now been 42 hours, and I still haven't heard anything back from Facebook. So it's gone way past the 24-hour threshold, which they said that they would get back to me on. And so I'm looking at other ways, because Facebook, I think, it serves a purpose. I'm a bit despondent with them because they're very quick to delete comments on our Cyprus Without Borders page that get reported for hate speech or whatever. They've deleted comments from us before, but despite there's so many people who have reported this video and these comments, nothing is being done, and I'm wondering why that is. I'm wondering where Facebook's morals lie. It's ridiculous. So I'm thinking to expand the community. I've been working on a Discord server which is going to be especially helpful. But I'm not going to talk about that much today because I want to talk about the YouTube channel, because we're expanding across YouTube as well. And this is what our YouTube channel looks like, and I'm appealing for your help today. I really need you guys to subscribe to the channel and to like the videos, because this will help the channel grow, and it will encourage YouTube to push us up the algorithms, meaning more people will see the videos, meaning more people will become aware of what's going on. And let's have a look at this. I'll give you a little bit of a tour while we're here. This is the upload section. So this is standard on YouTube. The most recent videos will be displayed on uploads. So you'll get the most recent 12 videos here, and the most popular uploads here. So here they will be in order, the top 12 in order of popularity. And the most popular video is this one here, Rauf Denktaş's shocking confession, which is the video of him confessing that he knew who had planted the bomb in 1958, which started all the riots and all the troubles. If you haven't seen that video, then you can watch it. I'll tell you how you can do that as well. But this is where especially I need more likes on this video, because this goes against the Turkish narrative. They've come out and they've given me lots of dislikes, and this doesn't help when people are trying to, you know, when I'm trying to promote this video, negative feedback doesn't help it at all. So please, I need more likes on this video. I need much more likes than 19. The percentage is, you know, just over 50%. It's not good enough, and so YouTube won't promote this video, then they're least likely to anyway. So to get it pushed up the algorithms, please just come along, give this video a like. And I'm very grateful to people like Andrew Vasos Ligerio, and you know, I'm really grateful for that, for their support. And let's have a look at some of these comments here. Look at this guy here. Please give Franz Bauernhofer. He just wanted to know, you know, a time and a date for that the interview took place with Denktaş. This is where it gets really interesting. Denktaş didn't admit Turkish were responsible. This is by Mustafa. Did you even watch the whole video? He simply said he was made aware who did it later on, given the fact that this was the late 50s. It was likely to have been the British. Remember the Greek Cypriots conflict against the British, but the person could have just easily have been Turkish or Greek. Or actually at the time, you know, there were, you know, I'm well aware that the British have implemented divide and rule in pretty much everywhere that they've been and everywhere that they've colonized. And you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the British had done something like this, but I'm still, and it couldn't have been somebody Greek, because Denktaş actually said in the interview, the Turkish Cypriots immediately decided that the Greeks had done it. And then he goes on to say, soon after, I had a phone call from a friend of mine who will still remain anonymous, and he told me that he had planted the bomb outside the Turkish embassy in Lefkosia. And so Denktaş is admitting that it was a friend of his. Quite right, he's not admitting what nationality he is, but with him saying so that they know that Turkish lives matter, I'm definitely leaning towards that it was somebody Turkish or Turkish Cypriot who had planted this bomb. Yet the Turkish propagandists are out to discredit this video because it goes against their narrative. And so this is what he said. And then Vasos Ligerio there, here, Vasos Ligerio fighting valiantly there. The late ambassador of Turkey, Mr. Ermin Dirvana, admitted that. And so, you know, I'd like to see this video as well. All these makes Mr. Denktaş very happy about, he mentioned, because the Greek Cypriots would have been in troubles. I'm not quite sure what You know. So anyway, yeah, they were trying to incite violence, definitely, you know, and I'm pretty sure that it was done by the Turks. But again, the Turkish propagandists out there to discredit what I'm doing. And further down as well, he's got backup from a friend here called Mehmet saying, I agree with you, this proves nothing. So you've got Rauf Dektaş admitting that a friend of his had done it, and that the Turkish Cypriots were wrong in assuming that that it was the Greeks, yet they're still trying to find any possible way they can to discredit this video. And this is why I need you guys to get more involved. I would appreciate it very much. And there's this guy here who, he said the idea of Enesis in 1830 and Megali Idea predates the creation of both the TMT and Dektaş. Well, yeah, it does. It does. But in 1830, this was when Cyprus was under Ottoman rule. This was even before the British colonial times. And there were, you know, the Christians on Cyprus were you know, they weren't living under the kind of conditions they wanted to live under. They were seriously suppressed, and they've you know, if they did want to be a part of Greece in 1830, well, who can blame them? You know, this was almost 200 years ago, what Hal is talking about here. But there's an example as well of how he has managed to get 10 likes for that comment. You know, Turkish Cypriots didn't want unification with Greece, probably, yeah, and were being attacked as a result. And that's not strictly true either. You know, in fact, there were more Greek Cypriots being attacked by right-wing Greeks than there, you know, for being left-wing, than there were Turkish Cypriots being attacked. So, you know, don't forget, we had a big problem in the 50s as well, and the 60s, between the left wing and the right wing in Cyprus. You know, the right wing were out and killing left wingers, you know, who they would call traitors. And so I can agree that atrocities were committed by Eoga, but he's got it completely wrong here when he says, you know, with what he's saying. And look at this, is this guy Mehmet, who backed up the other guy Hal earlier on. And once again, more propaganda, putting videos together and out of context does not show the truth. Why not show the full interview? As Trump would say, fake news. And again, like, I haven't edited, I haven't manipulated this video in any way for it to say what it's saying, you know. And really, how could I have done? How could I have done? It's ridiculous. And I've actually answered him, and I've said that. And he said I would suggest that that the full video be broadcast. Well, I'm sure you try to write to Granada Television, Mehmet, and see if you can get them to send you the whole video. Try to write to them and see. And then we've got the usual nonsense, Turkish Republic of Northern Cyprus, heart. And then this is where it just gets way below the belt here. And this is a joke which the Turks often make about the Greeks. The Greeks can swim good. See Izmir, 1922-23. So Izmir, known to the Greeks as Zmirni, was an ancient Greek city where Greeks still lived up until about 100 years ago, until the Turks pushed them all into the sea and told them to swim. So many Greeks would have died. Some may have made it to one of the Greek islands, but this is basically what he's talking about here, and it's a joke which is often, you know, which the Turks often like to use. They like to use. I've heard it before. They have banners up at football matches saying the Greeks can swim good, so how well can you swim? So this is the kind of hatred that the Turkish propaganda machine is inciting towards Greeks. Another video which I made about the bathtub murders, I've spoken about it before, so I won't spend too much time on it. The bathtub murders, you know, the family, a mother and her 3 children, here they are, who were murdered, and it's since been debunked, you know, that it was not Greeks who committed these murders. It's been debunked not just by me, but by Şener Levent, a Turkish-speaking Cypriot politician. And when you look at this photo, it's very sad, it's very tragic. But this photo has been hanging up in Turkish schools all over Cyprus. And obviously they're trying to make the Turkish-speaking children fearful of the Greeks, and this is obviously to justify the occupation and invasions. And so this video is hanging up, this picture is hanging up in schools all over northern Cyprus. well, it was, I'm not sure if it still is, but it definitely was. And the house where the murders were committed has been converted into what they call the Museum of Barbarism. And the school children go there on school trips, and tourists are taken there on the buses, and it's all a load of lies. It's all a load of it's never been proven that Greeks did this, but there's plenty of evidence to suggest that actually the enraged father of the family did this, and soon after the murders happened, he was taken to Turkey for protection and protected by the Turkish government, and the Turkish government used this as an opportunity to frame the Greek Cypriots for something they haven't done. So again, a video which goes against the Turkish narrative, which I've exposed. I've got 18 likes and 9 dislikes, so if you guys can get on there and give this video some likes as well, it would really help. And I'm really trying to push this channel forward, because Facebook isn't the only way we can help the Cyprus issue. Facebook isn't being kind to us as well when we report comments, when we report videos, fake news, whatever. So I'm looking to expand across all platforms. We've got an Instagram account as well, which you can go and you can follow if you have Instagram, Cyprus Without Borders. And this is the plan for 2021, to expand Cyprus Without Borders, to get us on all platforms, because the more platforms we're on, the better job we can do, and more versatility, more options. And so this is basically what my video is about today. Just, I'm appealing for subscribers, and I'm appealing for people to like these videos on YouTube as we expand the community.